Watch out for these 10 online dating scams, as they can both break your heart and empty your wallet. A failed relationship is often followed by heartbreak and regret, but that doesn't mean your savings need to take a hit too. These dating scammers coming out with some pretty convincing dating profiles, so don't let appearances fool you into thinking they're Mr. or Mrs. Right, and their intentions might not be as pure as they seem. So what should you look for, and how to prevent these online dating scams? Here is our pick of 10 online dating scams to watch out for. Number 1. The dating profile. A dating profile is usually a good indicator of whether or not the person behind it is real. A legitimate dating profile might have plenty of photos that show someone in different situations, with photos showing their face, a full body image, and a mix of photos. They can also include links to their Facebook and Instagram accounts for more information about themselves as well. On the other hand, fake profiles typically lack any details at all, either because they could not find more photos of the fake profile, or they not want you to be able to do an image search on Google Image and to see if it's the person or who they claim to be. Number 2. Express love too fast. If they start to talk about how much they love you after a relatively short period of time, this may be the first sign that it's an online scammer. Sure, we all love to hear these words, "I love you," but you have not even met yet, and even if you are a fantastic person, as I am sure you are, how can any person tell you that they love you without physically have met you? And even worse, how could you believe it? Be cautious if the person also starts to ask for personal information soon after contact. It can be an innocent question, but they try to figure out your weak spots. Please don't fall for this. Number 3. Need money for health emergencies. Anyone who approaches you for money, no matter how desperate their situation appears to be, should be treated with suspicion. The scammer will contact you with an emotional tale about why this person needs financial support from you. The individual might say something like, "I'm very sick," or, "My child has some serious illness. And if you don't send funds right away, our loved one could die tomorrow," and usually followed by some tearful, "Please help me." It sounds pretty serious, right? This is not your problem, even if you feel sorry for them, but for sure, it's a lie. You can try to ask what the sickness is, what hospital they are in, and the doctor's name, and you will notice the reaction, and they will change the subject fast. Number 4. Lure you off the site. Scammers on dating sites try to trick you into leaving the site as soon as possible. When you're getting to know someone on a dating site, it can be tempting for you to want more than just online chats on the site. Scammers often lure victims away from the site by requesting their email or phone number after exchanging some messages, and then they will use that information against you in different ways. You should be very cautious when somebody asks for your phone number or email address too fast, as they do this to map all your information and try to get access to all of your personal information. To protect yourself, set up a fake email address or an instant messaging app that doesn't link to personal information, so you keep your primary contact details safe. Number 5. You can get blackmailed. If you think that blackmailing scams are not possible, then consider this. Online scammers try and lure men into doing sexual things online, so they can record videos of them in case anything goes wrong. It is never good to do anything with another person over the internet without knowing exactly what their intentions may be, or if they will use it against you for something ulterior. This includes sending pictures of yourself naked, or engaging in any type of sexual activity over the internet. It's a predicament that can happen all too easily when using social media. Once you're on camera without knowing, it might be time to start panicking. This scammer will ask for money, or threaten to expose you online if they don't get what they want, so never share this kind of inappropriate things with others. Number 6. Their living expenses. They're not your average scammers. These are the pickpocketers of love. They'll ask you for money to help them live their day-to-day life. This will cover things like food, rent, and internet access and other necessities for day-to-day living. They are very clever, and they know how to push your weak spot, and they make you feel that if you don't want to risk losing her, then go ahead and send what's requested. It never stops until you realize you're being taken advantage of and scammed. Number 7. Romance scammers will visit. When your online love plans on visiting you, but they always seem to change their plans at the last minute due to a family crisis, an accident, or some other sob story, you should be very suspicious. Oftentimes they will cancel with excuses like, "I'm really eager to meet you, but I can't because of this thing that happened." Whatever vague reason she will come up with, will be accompanied by a request for a short-term loan. Then for sure that person does not have your best interests in mind, and just trying to scam you for the money. So to be sure it's not a scam, you can offer to buy the ticket and send it to her, and the reaction will sure indicate if it is a scam or not. And make sure the ticket is refundable only to you. Number 8. Avoiding questions. You might be getting played by your online love. Beware when the person you are currently talking with skips over answers to any questions about their personal life, or changes stories on a dime. They could very well be spinning tales out of thin air, in order to get something from you, money being at the top of that list. So if you feel they never reply with a clear answer, or change what they said last time you asked, or they just give vague answers, then it's something very fishy. If you notice this, watch out. Number 9. All the time excuses. There is plenty of fish in the sea, but you should know that some might not be what they seem. Scammers can often tell when their victims catch on to them, so they have a playbook of excuses ready just for these situations. The online dating world is tough, and scammers prey upon people's loneliness with fake promises, until we finally give up or get wise enough to call it quits. Sometimes they successfully getting more money out from us along the way, before we're able to see clearly that we are getting scammed, and we finally end things and move on. Number 10. Sharing dodgy links. Online dating scammers may not always be direct about how they make money. They might build up trust with you, so that one day when your online romance is at a high point, and the other person sends an enticing link to click on, you're more likely to do it without thinking too much first. It could be a phishing site, or anything, really. Just because someone who wants you for themselves sent this link out of nowhere, doesn't mean you should just blindly follow their instructions. Never fill out any forms accessible through these links with sensitive or personal information. There you have it. 10 online dating scams. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video, please subscribe so you do not miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.